So, es geht weiter. Eigentlich suchen wir Pflanzen und Mörle. Leitung öffnen, haben wir da noch was? Ja, da haben wir was. Okay. Das war doch gerade hier. Ach, Diebstahl und Mord. Okay. So, was müssen wir jetzt hier? Mörder suchen und Pflanzen hochhalten. Zeit natürlich.
What should we do next?
Mein lieber Watson, das würde ich auch zu gern wissen. So, der Gegenstand ist immer noch der Gegenstand. Gegenstand von Interesse, Fragezeichen. Ups. Können wir mit dem Jungen sprechen noch? Ja.
What is your opinion of Albert as a student of botany?
Useless. I often tell him so, and I can only give him cleaning tasks. Botany is not his life's work, and his father well knew it. He was furious about it.
He was?
Oh yes, he forced his son to work here, and he never missed an opportunity to criticize him publicly.
Are you able to elaborate on that?
Well, for example, with our last exhibition here, Mr. Dunn had Albert make a presentation speech. But then, while the lad was speaking, Mr. Dunn interrupted him, asking him difficult questions, making him look like a failure. It was with the intention of making a fool of him, Mr. Holmes.
That must have been terribly humiliating.
Yes, he was crushed, and he had to leave. Everybody was making fun of poor Albert. That is, except for Miss Margaret White, who was such a nice lady and who always takes pity on Albert.
You mentioned a Miss White. Would you tell us more about her?
She is a student who works here part-time. She is quite charming indeed. She possesses a great talent for botany. You should take a look at some of her experiments that she carried out in the laboratory. Ah, if only she were not so naive.
Why naive?
The way she used to flutter around Mr. Montague Dunn. And he couldn't help but be flattered by all her attention. How could an intelligent woman such as Miss White not see through his game? I can only scratch my head and wonder.
Are you aware of the Divine Syndicate?
The Divine what? Is this a joke?
No, I am quite serious.
What a ridiculous name. Anyway, I have never heard of this syndicate.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Ja. Ah, da sind wir vorhin nicht reingekommen. Oh Gott. Ja, ich weiß. Ja. Oh. Was muss man hier um alles in der Welt machen? Ich kann es überspringen, ja. Natürlich will ich den Abschnitt überspringen. Für sowas bin ich echt. mein lieber Freund. Pudels. Beschwerdebrief. Was? 188. Ups.
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
Oh. Oh. Na.
A photograph of Montague Dunn and Reynold Hamish.
Wie machen andere Leute das eigentlich bei dem Spiel?
Champagne. Montague Dunn had good taste.
Gleich 2 Flaschen davon.
French wine. A remarkable vintage. Newspapers discussing Kew Gardens.
Okay. Liebste Margaret, nach unserem letzten Gespräch. Ups, die Bobs. Champagne. Na. Ich würde sagen, hier gibt es nichts mehr, was wir untersuchen können, oder? Ja, das hat aber nicht viel zu bedeuten. Gucken wir noch mal. Oh, ich habe gedacht, die geben endlich mal Ruhe da mit diesem Scheißgeräusch. Okay.
This is a table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes.
Wie er hier aufgeräumt ist, Holmes. Ja. Ist hier noch irgendwas?
Gold dust. Good heavens. What's it doing here?
The gold is almost immune to chemical attacks, so it may be a valuable auxiliary for various experiments.
But why would anyone perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
Gute Frage, nächste Frage.
There was a bottle here. It left behind a trace of the substance that pervaded the laboratory. Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around. Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around. The bottle is no longer here, but it is possible to detect A faint scent. But we need a good nose.
Okay, jetzt müssen wir wieder Tobi holen. Ja. Da müssen wir wieder ins Archiv. Wir wollen ja Tobi holen. Tobi, kleiner Tobi. Schauen wir doch mal, ob wir hier was finden. Oh, reichlich. Okay. Tobi.
Come on, Toby. We have some work for you to do. Let us go to Kew Gardens.
Fahren wir nach Kew Gardens. Mit Tobi. Ach, ich hätte im Archiv gleich mal schauen können. Schon da war. Macht nichts. Wir müssen hier Tobi wieder zurückbringen.
Let us take Toby to the laboratory. He will pick up the scent of this mysterious substance. Search, Toby. Search.
Wuff. Wuff, wuff. Ach, der Süße. Wuff, wuff. Was ist denn das? Ach, die Hecke. Tobi ist nicht
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found.
Tobi, wo bist du? Ach da. Ach da.
This is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. It was buried here. There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with gold flakes, a tiny caterpillar. Not surprising to see one in a garden, but at the bottom of a bottle.
Tobi holen abgeschlossen. Okay, Tobi, wir bringen dich jetzt zurück. Und Wir haben zu Hause was zu tun. Ab in die Baker Street. Das passt ja nicht zusammen. Viel zu wenig gefunden bisher. So, Tobi. Juni. Skandal bei der göttlichen Gesellschaft.
Here it is.
Okay.
And here is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunn.
Okay, aber jetzt gehen wir erstmal da irgendwas da analysieren. Hey, wir müssen doch was analysieren. Oh. Okay, dann eben nicht. Er hat doch analysiert.
Let us determine just what we have found here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis. This is the bottle that we found hidden at Kew Gardens. Let us use a pipette to take a sample of the liquid and fill a test tube.
Da ist die Pipette. Pipette, wo ist die blöde Pipette jetzt? Hä? Ah, da ist die Pipette. Okay.
A colorless, water-based liquid.
Oh,
Quite a strong floral aroma.
Holmes? What are you doing?
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor nearby.
So what do you think it is?
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens. Let us determine just what we have found here. Small colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
Wagner's reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you. I need to take a pipette and make several drops of the reagent. Red sediment, just as I suspected. This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory.
Okay, erfragen. Achso, jetzt müssen wir zur göttlichen Gesellschaft. Jo. Schauen wir mal, was da so los ist.
This place is beautiful, Holmes. Its atmosphere is remarkably soothing.
Let us find someone who could help us. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock...
I am exalting the sun. A while can you wait? From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism it depends. Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance. Do not disturb.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
Also nee.
Completed is the symbiosis. Welcome you are. To introduce myself I shall. I am the Green Grand Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic himself.
This is me. Who am I speaking to?
We are two gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening to you, I am.
Okay.
We should like to take a look around, to immerse ourselves in the wisdom that emanates from here.
It is a school of anastomosis, the divine scholastic syndicate for vegetation veneration and meditation. You may say, the divine syndicate, glory to the eukaryotic. Only true devotees, those whose hearts are ready to spermatophize in sharing of knowledge, are permitted to physically enter our vegetable kingdom and its wisdom. And to be permitted, you must earn it. Yes.
Meister Yoda spricht da. Verdienen Sie sich müssen.
Green Grand Mystic, we are ready to become devotees and gain access to your temple.
What is the name of our Lord, our God King?
Ups.
Our God King's name is Triwa, Green Grand Mystic.
Oh la, good, good, I like you. Here is the holy key to the wisdom place. Holy donation, can you make whenever you so wish?
Thank you so much.
I pray you to taste our fertilizer substance. From the burdens of life it helps to free.
Dünger zum Essen?
But of course.
Raw sap, it is called. It is near the entrance.
Ihre Töpfe.
We visited Kew Gardens, and we found your symbols on their flower pots.
Coincidence, I am thinking. They would scavenge our refuse. It would not surprise me.
It was merely an observation. Well, we will leave you to your meditation.
Tempelgebäude. Okay, zum Tempelgebäude. Wo ist er? Oh, Hier ist doch das Tempelgebäude. Was ist das hier? Oh, wow. Ich wette, das hätte er nicht gedurft. Wow. Wie terrasse ist das hier? Da steht noch einer rum. Ups. Reden wir mit dem? Ja, klar.
Osmosis and photosynthesis.
Okay, aber der redet nicht viel.
This door is locked.
Ah, sowas wieder. Okay. Nee, ich brauche nur einen. Blauer hat hier nicht viel am Hut. Sieht gut aus. Das wollten wir doch da lassen. So. Es war schon mal besser. Die wieder mal bewegen. Ah, da ist ja auch noch was zu sehen. Ah, halt. Die beiden sehen gut aus. Nee. Nee. Sieht auch gut aus. Ah, hier sehen irgendwie alle immer gut aus bei mir. Nee. Oh. Nee. Wer wird den jetzt hier aufgekriegt? Oh Gott, den schaffe ich nie. Okay. Jo, ich will den überspringen. Boah. Gut. Finden wir hier irgendwas? Wo ist denn Watson? Na. Oh.
That would be enough to perform the most difficult of chemical experiments. This substance is an alkaloid, the same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens. Chemicals, a sufficient quantity for some serious experiments.
Okay. Die gibt's hier sonst noch? Offensichtlich nichts mehr, oder? Da drüben ist noch eine Tür mit noch so einem blöden Schloss. Oh nee, wow. Uah.
Caterpillars. They are raised as food for certain plants. Let's take them.
Kann ich durch alle mitnehmen. Was gibt's hier noch?
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
Okay. Nicht jeden Käfig kann man aufmachen hier. Käfig. Na, ich soll da hingehen.
These 3 plants are identical to the ones shown at the exhibition. I shall take them.
Okay.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
Okay. Ist hier noch irgendeine Käfigtür zu öffnen? Ja.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
Das ist eine Dingens, eine Venus-Fliegenfalle.
A tropical plant.
So eine hatte ich
Nothing of
auch mal.
interest.
Aber irgendwie ist die eingegangen bei mir. Wegen der fehlenden Fliegen. Okay, jetzt stolpert er so durch sein Leben. Hier noch irgendwas von Interesse? Gucken wir mal nach dem. Ah, da passt mal wieder was. Wie schön. Mit Pflanzen experimentieren. Okay, dann müssen wir wieder nach Hause. Schätze ich mal.
Perfect, Watson. We can begin our experiment.
Up in the Baker Street.
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask. How interesting. What a strong and effective defensive mechanism.
Oh, oh.
I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating.
Die hat wirklich die Raupe gefressen. Okay, nun. Was sollen wir mit der jetzt machen?
A prickly plant.
Ich möchte die untersuchen.
This is a strange and unusual plant.
Okay.
A carnivorous plant.
Hallo? So, untersucht doch mal die alle. Nehmen wir nur mal die Raupen.
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
Okay. Die
This
schließt
plant
sich.
becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
Okay, und die? Die fängt an, ihren Namen zu tanzen? Sag doch, die stirbt.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
Okay. Und nun? Jetzt pieksen wir die alle mal.
It appears to have fallen inactive after being disturbed. It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
Jetzt stechen wir da noch mal rein.
My word! It shot a spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagine that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack.
Okay, jetzt muss ich die erst noch mal nehmen, dass die aufgibt. Ja,
It appears to open after...
sammeln sich die
This plant
Nadeln.
becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid.
Wow,
It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
My word. It shot a spike at
Okay.
me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack.
Muss ich die vertauschen? So, jetzt muss ich die noch mal öffnen. Oh Gott.
It appears to open after being soaked with
Ja,
alcohol.
ja, ja. Die Nadel nehmen. Und die stechen.
It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst
Hab ich
it
doch
is open,
gemacht.
it will reveal a little more. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
My word. It shot a spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack.
Ja, aber wie soll die das denn stechen? Kann ich die nicht drehen?
A prickly plant.
Ich kann die nicht drehen. Nein, ich will. Krieg die nochmal Dingenskirchen. Jetzt kriegt die Nadel.
It appears to open after being
Ah,
soaked
ja,
with
ja.
alkaloid.
Kennen wir. Jetzt picken wir die mal zuerst.
My word. It shot a spike at me after
Aber
I
die
stabbed it with a
wirft die
pin.
Dingens
I
in die
imagined
falsche
that its reaction
Richtung.
would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack. My word. It shot a spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack.
Okay, gleich kannst du mich.
It
Kleine
closed
Gas.
again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it is open, it will reveal a little more. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
Kann ich die abstellen? Nee. Hinauf.
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
Die kriegt du nochmal trocken. Na. Du solltest das da reinkippen.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid. My
Oh,
word.
die sticht
It
überall
shot a
hin.
spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack. It closed again. I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding. Perhaps if we agitate it to a greater extent whilst it
Ich
is
hab
open,
null
it will
Ahnung,
reveal a
davon
little
wieder mal
more.
ganz viel.
I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
Ja, super. Eine stachelige Pflanze. Ich krieg das nicht zusammen. Und wofür kann man überspringen? Haha.
The plants would be capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early,
Ja, die
Watson.
Lösung.
Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
Okay, ein